Will 2025 be the biggest year for meme coins, for altcoins, for Bitcoin, for cryptocurrency? Will that mean we're gonna make those gains, those millions of dollars, that life-changing money that everyone is waiting for? This is what we're gonna talk about in today's video, what 2025 might bring us. So with no further ado, let's get into today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to support the channel, and let's get into it. Now, first of all, I want to wish you all a happy new year and wish you all the best, all what you dream for, health, wealth, happiness. And thank you so much for supporting this channel this whole year. It's been a long year since I started this channel, and since the beginning with the Pepe and meme coins that are now in the billions of dollars. It's been a long journey, and we're going to keep going in this journey. I'm not giving up on you guys. We're going to keep doing this forever. But most importantly, 2025 is going to be a very major year. So we really want to prepare for that. And I'm going to do my best to support you guys and support this community and keep moving forward and keep killing it and keep bringing on those gains. So first off, we want to start with Bitcoin, as this whole thing comes down to Bitcoin and what Bitcoin is about. So Bitcoin did the unpredictable this cycle, or in 2024, we've seen the ETFs. And not only that, the greatest launch in ETF history, greatest launch, better than gold and better than any ETFs that we've seen in the past. This is in fact what got Bitcoin to break above its all-time high before the halving, which never happened before. So what this tells us is this cycle is much stronger than the 2021 cycle. That's the first thing we really want to keep in mind, and to keep our energy up and keep our optimism up and hopes up about 2025. This is alone is one of the major things that we've seen happen in cryptocurrency by far. So we want to keep that in mind. Now, not only that, we've seen recently the ETH ETFs as well started trading, and as well BlackRock ETH ETF, which is a major thing, which we're gonna get to as well, because it's very important to our meme coins, which in fact hasn't started really showing that strength that we really were waiting for. Same thing that happened with Bitcoin. It did not see that real power that we're expecting it after an ETF. But I do think in 2025, this is gonna be a major thing to play ahead because of the simple money rotation that usually happens. If you look at the Bitcoin ETFs and their success, a lot of people are gonna, especially those that buy ETFs and like those whales and those big boys, as soon as they're gonna have fun with that Bitcoin ETF and they're gonna get used to it. So if we look at the IBIT, which is the ticker for the BlackRock ETF. So since its launch, this thing obviously has just been going up. This is it. It's just Bitcoin, but in a different chart and different price, but it's pretty much following Bitcoin. Went as high as 180%. This is crazy when it comes to those ETFs and people that trade stocks and regular traditional finance stocks. This is one of those big gains that people are not used to see. So the BlackRock ETF went as high as 180%, or what we call almost a 3x. And obviously it's going to keep going up now, maybe reach that full-on 3x, which is crazy to think about when you see that big corporations and companies and a lot of those businesses that got into Bitcoin ETFs are going to be up 3x, are going to be very happy with their gains, and they're going to be very surprised. And most importantly, crypto is going to be to them as promised, right? When you go into crypto, or when you get into crypto, you're usually coming in with that expectation of massive gains of those, especially for us. Now for us is more about like 50x's and more, but for those people that come into just for Bitcoin, they have expectations of great returns, and indeed they did get great returns. So what this means is slowly they're going to start to feel safe trading these ETFs, or feel better about cryptocurrencies. And especially that in the past, cryptocurrencies were pretty much very controversial for big boys and big investors. Cryptocurrencies were not seen as something safe or ethical or whatnot. But now people are going to start to see them as a legit investment. And this is important to us. If you don't understand why I'm talking about it, right? Because basically when ETH starts to move up, this is when we actually start to see the major altcoin season, because there is no real altcoin season with an ETH that is not pumping. So when you will look at the ETH ETF, it really wasn't doing much. It's pretty much back to its launch date. This is the iShares ETH Trust, which is the BlackRock ETF, and it's just pretty much now it's back at its price, or back at its open price or launch price. So it's not really doing much, especially because it's seen as more high risk by these people. And also we're still now in a high interest rate environment, which was 2024, and we just recently started seeing those rate cuts, and we might see more in 2025, even though the Fed said that they will not cut more than 2 times, but they will be forced to start cutting at some point because the economy cannot sustain itself, and especially with the US debts and all that, they cannot really keep those high rates for longer. That might risk them to really break the economy at some point. So they will have to start cutting more than 2 times. That's what the market is not pricing in right now. So that's what I'm predicting. And as soon as this is going to start to happen, the BlackRock ETFs or the ETH ETFs are going to start to see more inflows from traditional finance people, as they're going to start to feel safer with the general economy and the trend. And this is one key factor to look at when it comes to ETH. Generally, when ETH is above its previous all-time high, like here in 2017 and 2021, when it's above its all-time high, that's when we see the real altcoin season. So we haven't seen that happen yet. And as you can see, ETH is pretty much really not doing much, got rejected from that 4K level. It's a downer, let's say. It's not performing as we expect. And because it's not performing as we expect, most of the altcoins are not performing well, besides meme coins. And I'm going to get to that as well. But we really want to understand what ETH is going to do in 2025, because that's where it all starts, with ETH being a strong coin. So the ETFs are really what I'm looking at now, and what the ETFs are going to do. And very likely, as I just explained, ETFs are going to be the biggest catalyst for ETH to start finally moving up. So as soon as ETH is going to start moving up, that's when we talk about altcoins. Now, when you talk about altcoins, because of the amount of coins we have now today in the market, we got multiple coins. If you go to coin market cap, the amount of altcoins out there is crazy. It's hard for us to just like, look, I'm gonna have conviction, because if you really want to make it, you just want to choose like few coins and stick to those. Then you don't get distracted with how many coins are there. And basically that's how money is, really big money is made, is by finding those like few gems, maybe 5 to 10 gems, and just sticking to those. But now it's harder to do that because of the amount of altcoins we got. So we do need to dig deeper, and that's why we're looking into meme coins, and that's why we want to look at what was the best or top crypto narratives of 2024. This is important to really keep in mind, because most likely in 2025, what happened in 2024 is going to repeat, but on steroids. It's going to be much stronger because of the fact that it's going to be pretty much like 2021, and ETH is going to start to perform and all that. And the consensus is that 2025 is 2021 again, but on steroids. So what was the biggest narrative of 2024? It was meme coins. That's why you see me only looking into meme coins, because I'm making it simple. I'm just boiling it down to what matters. So meme coins have been the biggest performers, and you pretty much all know that by now, and you've seen it happen. Even sometimes you might feel like it might not happen again, or maybe some other sector is going to outperform, but over and over and over throughout 2024 and even in 2023, meme coins, they were the biggest gainers. They were in 2023, they did that in 2024, and most likely they're going to do that in 2025. So that's why we really focus on those. So we cut a lot of stress. We cut a lot of these other coins that we might get distracted with, and on top of that might not do as much gains as we want them to do. So if you look at any coin now in the top coins, or like any altcoin or blockchain or all that, that is in the billions of dollars in its market cap, you are first taking the risk of not really picking the right one that's going to do the 10x or 20x or more, because that's how high these things can go when it comes to these top utility coins. And also, you're running the risk of not picking the right one. You might pick one that will not perform at all and never really pump in 2025 5. So that's very important to really cut the noise, and that's why we really talk about meme coins. Now, the second thing that I like about meme coins is that they are very easy to predict. They are very easy to predict and understand how they work, because they pretty much work on what we all can understand, which is fear and greed and hype and FOMO and optimism and depression and fear and all that. So it's very much easy to really look into meme coins. Meme coins, just when there is hype, they go up. When there is fear, they go down. When there is lack of attention, they go sideways. When there is hype again and there is some news, they go up again. So it's very much easy to just look at them and understand what they're gonna do. Now, you all know now that in 2025, as we're expecting E to be a major player, and especially when it comes to the ETFs, I really focus on those ETH meme coins. So I know I'm repeating that a lot on my videos, but I do think that's one way as well to cut the noise, by just even boiling it down even more, by just looking at ETH meme coins. Now, don't get me wrong, Sol meme coins or Solana meme coins are going to do fantastic as well. They're going to pump. But mainly ETH and then followed by Solana meme coins, those are going to be your real gainers, and especially ETH ones. And now when it comes to how high these meme coins can go, we really need to understand what's going on today. And what's going on today, guys, is every year or every cycle or cryptocurrency bull market, we massively outperform the previous cycle. So this is very visible when you look at Bitcoin. This is the 2017 one, this is the 2021, and now we're still currently on to that 2024, 2025. And we're already way above 2021. So that's the first thing you want to look at to understand how high those meme coins are gonna go and how high the hype is gonna get and how crazy things are gonna get and how much gains are ahead of us in 2025. So the second thing you want to look at is others against Bitcoin. So others is all other cryptocurrencies besides the top 10. They are ranked by their market cap. This is what we really look at to understand the value each meme coin holds and how high or how much gains we can make from current price to the future price. So others against Bitcoin as well. Now, if you look at the 2017, 2018, this is the 2017, 2018. Now, we did take it as well in 2021, 2022. We've seen much greater gains. Now, the narrative had changed, obviously, then when here in 2017, XRP was the biggest gainer. You made 250x on XRP, but if you got on XRP in 2021, you barely made 5x. So that's important. Even though others will go up, some coins will not perform as well, especially the previous cycle ones, the ones from 2021, or narratives, as I said now here, narratives that are irrelevant today or that do not get as much mind share and attention as they used to. So that's also something to look at. But what we understand from this is every cycle, even others and altcoins, they do perform better than the previous cycle in terms of gains. So this hasn't really started moving yet, and that's one thing as well to add to why you will see me and others and a lot of people talk about why we haven't started the real altcoin season yet. It's because of others against Bitcoin is still at its lows, at its bear market lows. Basically, we haven't really started the party yet. And usually this goes parabolic in that year of the bull market, of the altcoin season bull market, let's call it that way. So this bottom here is in January of 2021. The top also happened at the end of 2021 or early 2022. So this was November, December 2021, January 2022. So basically it's lasted till January 2022 because we still had coins pumping like Luna and also some gaming coins that kept pumping up until January, February of 2022. So it did last a year. Now, as well in 2017, we did see this starts in January of 2017, right around here. And then it ended, or its first stop happened in January of 2018. So that's a year. But then we had a second top happened in April of 2018. This was by far the longest altcoin season, longer than in 2021. But we might see something similar as well in 2025. We might even last till 2026. It could really happen, especially there's a lot of people now. We got a lot of these spaghetti hands and G's that are expecting the market to top in April and that's it and it's over for altcoins. This tells me that we might really exceed expectations instead of really follow the expectations as people expect them. But anyways, usually we do see a year. So by that I mean, now we just started, let's say this is the bottom, this is November of 2024, so by November of 2025 that could be the top, but till then it's up only, and most likely to outperform 2021, which means we're gonna see much bigger gains, like what you've seen in terms of gains, like you've seen 100x back in 2021 or 200x. We might see even more of that. Again, we have one thing as well to add to this 2025 rallies, that we have too many coins today. So pretty much the liquidity is going to be split among more coins than the ones we had in 2021. But overall, we're going to see bigger gains and bigger money rotations and all that. This is why I'm so big on money rotation, which means as soon as these top meme coins are going to top, we're going to see a major flow into the mid caps to the low caps. So this is important to really catch this money rotation, but it goes without saying that lower market cap coins are going to make bigger gains because they are starting from a lower point. So the thing is, 2025 is gonna be, or will be, based on all what we discussed now, a major year for cryptocurrencies, for altcoins, and especially for meme coins. Meme coins, they were the biggest gainers in 2024 and in 2023, and most likely going forward into 2025. Now, one more narrative might play out as well, and I do think it will play out, but it will not give as many gains, but still it's gonna play out as well, is the AI, or artificial intelligence. This one is second in 2024, but if we have to repeat 2021 exactly when it comes to how people switched or rotated from one narrative to another, we might see that happening. Now, in 2021, in the first peak, we had ETH killers like Avalanche, Atom, Cosmos, and all those ETH killers, we call them, or DeFi coins, that started pumping. First, they made the biggest gains. Then we had Dogecoin as well, some old coins as well started pumping, but basically every new coin that said I will replace it pumped and made those major gains. And we've seen that especially happen with DOT and Cardano and Avalanche and coins like that. But on the second altcoin or major altcoin season, what we've seen is gaming and NFTs. We did see meme coins, but meme coins came in last, and we were a bit unlucky with meme coins because they really came in at the end of the cycle. So we did have really what you would call the dominant category pumping first, the sector that was the dominant sector before the pump, which was the DeFi right before the pump. But then later on we switched onto a total narrative, even though still the other coins from the first peak, they kept pumping, they kept showing gains, they kept moving up, right? They kept rallying up until the end of the altcoin season, or the or the bull market. We did see different narratives pop up right at the end. So we might see different narratives, but that's still far-fetched from today. So I'm gonna keep you updated with that, but I do think if we have anything that's gonna come up after meme coins or with meme coins at the end, would be artificial intelligence, or AI, some would call it. Now we do have these real world assets, or DeepIn. Now some people are into it, but it's not really what retail understands that much. So artificial intelligence, or AI, is pretty much something that retail can relate to or understand, but not as much as meme coins. So that's why meme coins are first, and artificial intelligence is mostly the second thing that retail might understand. Now the one thing that we really did not see perform that much this cycle is gaming and layer 2s. So layer 2s is here. Layer 2s are those like coins like Optimism, Arbitrum, coins that are built on top of ETH. They did not do that great or that good. I don't think they will really perform this cycle, as now we have an ETH ETF. So the ETH ETF most likely is gonna drive more attention toward ETH, and maybe we're finally gonna see that ETH starting to really solve its own issues like scaling problems or fees. instead of trying to solve them with layer 2s, they might just solve them directly onto the layer 1 of ETH. So that's something to really keep in mind. Now DeFi might come back. Now DeFi really did not do anything substantial this cycle. Notably, we'll see coins like Uniswap coin or Cake coin or any coin that is related to a swap, but those might come back because DeFi is mostly like a decentralized finance where you stake your coin and you make money, passive money or interest. You earn interest on your coins or whatnot. And this was really big back in the days. This might come back. But as you can see, for now, we just keep our focus on meme coins as they've been the biggest gainers. Now, later on, when the market is gonna get overheated or at least starts to switch on to more risk and have more risk appetite, and people start to look for something different, we might see AI now and DeFi. Those might really come back and come back strong, especially DeFi. But memes, as I said, is where it's at right now and will stay at the whole cycle. It's just that other narratives will start to pick up as well, and we might see some gains happening as well there. Now, gaming could come back, but it's kind of now overshadowed by artificial intelligence, which both are kind of now competing because gaming is previous cycle and AI is this new cycle's narrative that both the influencers that used to push gaming are pushing now AI. So there is a bit of a split here. Anyways, overall, happy 2025. Get ready for 2025. This is gonna be the year that we all been waiting for, even though we made a lot of money in 2023 and in 2024. Basically, the second half of 2024 wasn't the greatest, but 2025 is meant to be the 2021 all over again, where with the most hype, with the most gains and most all of that. So happy 2025. Thank you so much for watching today's video till the end, and don't forget to subscribe to support the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.